cochina.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today, we are going to be doing Makeup on My Husband Challenge 2.0. So stay tuned for the process and the progress. So as you guys all know, this is my husband, my beloved husband. And today I'm actually going to be doing, like I said in the beginning of the video, I am going to be doing his makeup once again. Because, why not? Right, babe? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so we're going to be doing his makeup and then let's do this. So like I said, today the main focus will be actually not on me, so I look like complete right now. But yeah, we're going to be doing makeup. So let's start with, of course, the Morphe foundation, which is my all-time favorite. And like always, spin the cap. And like, this still looks like a zit to me. I don't understand why it does. It does, guys. So
Don't you think you should pop it?
anyway, all right, listen, smartass. Ready? We're gonna apply it, baby. So you guys want to make sure that you get it everywhere. You want to make sure that you get it on the neck. You want to make sure that you get it back here too, like obviously everywhere. The ear, the bottom of the neck again. You gotta make sure you get the nose because we want to make sure that we get a that the foundation obviously applies nice and smooth, and that you want to have that airbrush kind of look. So let's see if the foundation that I actually got specifically for this video works, and basically let's review it. So let's see how it is. Okay, so once the primer is applied, we're obviously going to be moving to foundation. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place. I actually went to Ulta. This was like a last minute thing. Yeah, so we came back, we came to Ulta and we were like, you know what guys, let's go to Ulta. So we went and I came across this Juvia's Place foundation, which I've actually seen some really good stuff about, seen and heard good stuff about it. So I want to give it a shot, and I honestly love the packaging. So of course, this is the way it looks, and let's open it up and see how it looks on the inside, which I honestly like this, and it is 1.0 fluid ounces, which is not bad. I mean, how much was this? Do you remember? It was like what?
I don't know. I just left it.
Well, I don't remember how much this is, but I definitely recommend this. And I believe this is a drugstore brand. I could be wrong. I am not 100% sure. I found it at Ulta, and that's what the lady said. The lady said that it was drugstore, so hopefully it is. And if it is, then it's obviously going to be easier to find anywhere and everywhere. So let's give it a shot. All right, so like I always do, I want to make sure that my foundation is a little bit warm so it's easier to apply. And oh yeah, of course, I forgot to mention that this is in the skin tone 610, I believe. Yeah, it's CEBU 610. So yeah, and of course we are going to be using the grandma's butt, like how we last remember in the last video. So let's give it a shot and then see how this actually looks on his skin. You guys, honestly, this foundation is really full coverage. I didn't expect it to be this full coverage, to get this much coverage from the foundation as I'm looking, and it's honestly giving me such a good feeling because I like a full coverage foundation. And it just looks so good so far. And like always, you want to make sure that you're getting a little bit of the neck. You don't want to look discolored. You want to make sure that you get a little bit of on the ear. so you always can match your face with your neck.
When the world is sound asleep, something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge.
Okay, so now that the foundation is all applied, I actually want to move on to the eyes. So for your eye base, I'm actually going to be using the P. Lillis base, and it is on the shade Rumor 3. And then of course, like I always do, I applied a little bit on my hand, and I'm actually going to be using the Morphe Jeffree Star JS10 brush.
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Alright, so once the base is all applied on his eyelid, I'm actually going to be moving on to the Blood Sugar palette. And the shade that I'm going to be using is the Cherry Soda color, which all of course you guys know that color well before. I've showed it in the video and I've used it before. Alright, and like I said, I'm going to be using the shade Cherry Soda, and I'm going to be also be using the Morphe Jeffree Star JS10 brush.
Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves, we're climbing.
And then once Cherry Soda is applied, of course, we're going to be using the OGs of OGs, which is the Blood Sugar shade. And then I'm still going to be using the Morphe Jeffree Star JS10 brush. And I'm actually going to be wanting to pack it the same way, and I'm actually going to be packing it the same place where I packed Cherry Soda on.
Somewhere by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space.
Alright, so once Blood Sugar is applied, I'm going to be moving on to the shade called Fresh Meat, which is this shade right here. And I'm actually going to be packing it and blending it in with the top and the outer of the wing part. And I'm going to try to move it towards the end of his eyelid. The brush that I'm going to be using for this one is called actually the Morphe Jeffree Star JS6 brush. So now, once of course Fresh Meat is applied on the eye, we're going to be moving on to a little shade from In Studios, and it's actually in the shade called Carbon. And we're going to be going back to the JS10 brush. Now with this shade, we're going to be applying it right where we put Fresh Meat, which is at the outside of the eye, but we're actually going to darken it up into the wing. You're gonna want to bring it up a little bit and blend it in with the top. And then bring it back here. Blend it. Now, I'm going to be using a different brush, but I'm still going to be using the same shade from In Studios in the color Carbon, but I'm going to be using now the angle brush from Elf Cosmetics. And now what I'm going to be doing with the shade that I'm using is I'm going to be dragging it from the wing all the way down here and make it your, almost like your eyeliner look. But we want to make sure that we don't use all of the space.
Somewhere by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet, somewhere close to harmony.
Now that that color is all done and applied, I'm going to be going back to the JS10 brush, and I'm gonna be using blood sugar once again, and only a little bit, just to kind of bring in the red a little bit more up, and of course filling it in and giving it more of a dimension, or what is that word that I'm looking for? Help.
You want me to get you a dictionary?
No. I forgot, guys.
Yeah.
Kinda. I don't know. I forgot the word. Now that I've removed the tape, as you guys can see, this is how it's gonna look. Now, of course, you guys can also see that there is a lot of fallout from the brushes and the bristles and stuff that is gonna come out from the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the same foundation that I used for his face, and I'm just gonna cover them up.
Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Come and fly away with me. 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 Come and fly away.
Now that I have cleaned up the fallout and everything, I am going to be using the Morphe Jeffree Star J7 brush, and I'm going to be using this part right here, and I'm going to be using the same foundation, but this time I'm just going to clean up the eye. Okay, so now once we have made that wing and that eyeliner look, we're going to be using the same brush that we used for... There was a pause and it was bothering me. We're going to be using the same brush from Elle Cosmetics, and that's the angled brush. And we're going to be using it right underneath his eyelash right here. And we're gonna connect it.
Somewhere by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet, somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep, something's gonna bring the change.
Now, once that's applied, I'm gonna grab blood sugar once again, and I'm gonna be using the same brush, and that's the Elf Cosmetics angled brush. And I'm going to be putting a little bit over here. I'm going to be putting a little bit of it right here. And I'm gonna grab some of the In Studios carbon shade and blend it in with the red. Alright, so once of course the eye is all cleaned up and everything, this is how it's gonna look. And then I'm gonna want to move on forward for concealer. For concealer, I'm going to be using Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and that is in the shade C17.
What's concealer?
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of
And then of course I'm gonna grab in my beauty blender and blend it in with the foundation.
come and fly
Alright, so once I have concealed the eye,
away with me.
then I'm gonna be doing the other eye off camera, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so now that both eyes are done, this is what it's gonna look like. And we gotta continue on with the rest of the face. Okay, so like I said, we actually went to Ulta, and we actually wanna try the KKW contour kit. And it actually is a cream contour and a highlight set. And this is what it is. And we actually got it in the shade Fair. When we got this, we actually looked into it and we thought it was gonna be one individual thing. But it comes with one of them.
No say.
Where is it?
I didn't touch it. Why do you always look to blame me when something goes missing?
Because you were going pan with it?
Not that one.
Babe,
No sé, po. I have this one.
you must. Okay, so yeah, it comes with both of them. It comes with the this one is the contour one. So this is what I'm gonna be using for contouring. And then
You
it
want this
also comes with with the medium highlighter. So as you guys can see. And let's contour his face. So now, like I said, we're gonna be using the KKW one, and this is actually a dual one. So obviously you guys can see right here. If I figure it out, this is what they look like, which is they're actually pretty dope. I like how it's dual. So I'm gonna be using this part, I believe the darker one, the darker side. For the outside. So let's begin.
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space.
And now I'm just gonna use a beauty blender and blend it in.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly
And then we're gonna continue on. Now when I use the contour, I always like to do it in 3. I like to think of the number 3. So we start from here.
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
I'm gonna bring it in once again.
Come and fly away with me.
We're gonna get under here.
Afraid everything will change you and then jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly.
And then now that his face looks like a masterpiece, we're gonna grab the beauty blender and we're just gonna blend it in. Oh shoot. Blend it in.
by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet.
Kısaca.
Somewhere close to harmony, when the
Oh.
world is sound asleep.
And the other one?
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Now for the nose contouring, I'm actually going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics bronzer.
I'm not getting that.
For the contouring of the nose, we're going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics bronzer palette. I have butter hands today, babe. I don't know why.
That's alright, I ain't picking anything up you drop.
Well, so like I said, we're gonna be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics bronzer palette, and we're actually going to be dipping. Like I said in the last video, it actually doesn't have like a like any shade names. It's just a bronzer palette by itself. But I typically use these two, so I'm just gonna dip into the darker one, which is this one right here.
Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views.
So now that the nose contouring is all done, we're gonna continue on to the eyebrows. And for the eyebrows, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer.
Where the moon and water meet, somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Come and fly away with me. 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 Come and fly away.
Right, so now that the eyebrows are done, we can gladly move on to the next step.
I forgot.
Going to be moving on to mascara, and for mascara we're gonna be using the Tarte Man Eater mascara. And this is of course what the box looks like and the packaging, which is absolutely, I love the cheetah. I found that cute. Kind of reminds me of the cat that you want, the Bengal cat. So this is what it looks like. Of course, it is super cute. I love the cheetah, and it has like a little bit of lavender color too, purple. So I like that.
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me.
So we're moving on to lips, and for lips I'm actually going to be using a Chanel 104 Astral lip gloss, and it's actually super cute, super adorable, and I love it. I love the lip applicator, which is super cute. So let's put it on.
At the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Come and fly away with me. 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 Come and fly away.
Okay, so now that we have applied the Chanel 104, I actually want to try on something different, and I want to grab a little bit of the blusher, and I want to apply it to the lips.
Jumping off the edge, they say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly, come Somewhere by the emerald sea, where the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
And then now I'm gonna grab carbon and apply it too.
Jumping off the edge, they say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. These the dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views.
Okay, so once of course the lips are done, the mascara, the eye, the foundation, everything is all complete, this is how it's gonna look like, and I absolutely freaking love it once again. What do you think, babe? You like it? You hate it? Be honest with me. The lips, the eyes, the brows, the mascara. I actually do like the mascara. I like the way your eyelashes look. You can't really tell them, but I like them. So I love this look, and if you guys did too, and yeah, so there's 3 things that you guys gotta do: like, comment, and share. If you have yet to subscribe, and make sure you ring the doorbell so you get a notification on your phone whenever I post. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for the 80 subscribers that I have as of right now, and for the many views that you guys have been providing for me. Thank you for everything, for the comment and everything, the support. Thank you, babe, for being part of the video. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in into another video of mine, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.